Okay, we're live. Yo, welcome everybody to Inseinen Studios weekly podcast. That's right. Just change the name because I wanted it to be. I want the podcast to be a big part of the channel, so I didn't want it to just be called Inseinen. So, and it might change again, but for now, I like Inseinen Studios. Today, we're going over Master Edition 4 of Knights of Sidonia, which covers chapters 36 to 44. It's definitely one of the smaller master editions. It's probably just about 2 volumes, while some of them are like 2.5. And we got a new guest on the show. Well, let's welcome Holy, the Holy
Hi.
Word.
Hello.
Hello.
Holy, you got your name preaches some high expectations. So,
No, we got to go there.
yeah, of course. Well, dope. So, Josh, since this is your first read through, what thoughts, words, how you enjoying what's going on right now?
I think this whole chapter is a romance like mini novel between him and the thing.
Sumugi?
Yeah, him and Samugi are kind of advancing in their relationship, I guess. Seems to be one of the big points. Getting very close.
Yeah. So what's interesting, I've been going through, yo, what is up? It is the BF Sheep. Oh, it's Logan. Hey, man. I was going through some interviews that Sutomo Nihei's done, and he claimed he has this like weird obsession, not obsession, but I guess personal fetish of like non-human creatures, and that's why he has a lot of the characters in his manga fall in love with things that aren't human, or at least the relationships that form.
It makes sense.
Super weird. That could literally be a tumor or something. Should get that checked out. There was like a story of a dude who was like attracted to paper clips, didn't know why, and then it turned out he had a tumor. They got it like removed and he was fine. Like went away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tsutomu Nihei has a tumor. He's definitely
I don't either. I'm just saying it's like real weird.
I don't think he's at point of life.
yeah, and he's definitely a different mindset.
No, yeah, it's like the guy. It's like one of the guys who worked in Evangelion. If he like did only manga.
What's up, Holy? Well, say that again, Holy.
You watch Evangelion like at one point, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's like one of the guys worked on the end of Evangelion, but only did the manga.
Oh yeah. Did you read the Evangelion manga?
No, never got the chance.
It's
Probably
pretty good.
I will get to it.
I actually like it more than the anime. I would definitely recommend it.
I think the anime is like nice. You got a lot of details pushed in like nicely. So I probably will like it. Like it like
we go back.
We'll see.
Yeah. Back to Sumugi. I like Sumugi. I like her personality. You can tell she like thinks differently than a human and a Ghana. Like you can tell she's different the way she acts around like creatures and animals. We know she's very caring, and she's like definitely all about, fighting the Ghana and saving the humans. But I really like just her perspective on life and like what life in general, the way she treats all living things. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, she like knows exactly the reason she was brought into the world and everything, and she seems just totally cool with it. Like, I mean, I feel like you'd be a little more conflicted based on your origins, but she seems totally about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
I think she just doesn't like. She doesn't have religion, so it's just like a biological computer thought she think of herself. She doesn't think she's a Ghana. She doesn't think she's like human. And like she doesn't even know like have a real family except for Kunato at this point, right?
Yeah, Kunato's pretty much like her caretaker, or when she was little.
She calls
Yo,
him father, I think, in like one of the or two chapters.
our usual guest Mars is in the chat saying
Ooh.
hi. Apparently, he got so cold his neck froze. Everyone, so
So you sound
let's
so
all
butthurt.
let's all pray that I'm gonna give Mars shit because he's not here to defend himself. Let us know if you want to join Mars. We hope you get better. Not gonna lie.
Feel good.
Get better, Mars. Get back here. So anyway, the first chapter, chapter 36, starts out with beautiful color pages, which I geek out over any time I see them in Nihei's works. And it's the satellite moon over planet 7, where that's the planet that, like, a large portion of the crew is going to go colonize because they don't want to be a part of the Sidonia fighting the Ghana anymore. And they like land on the surface, and they're swimming in the water. And then we just see this, like, it almost looks like a homage to Jaws, where this giant, you see her body floating at top, and coming up underneath her is this giant sea creature Ghana-like thing. Very cool. All in color. Very beautiful.
I think it's the gun. I think we later see it is like the clone, the gun clone, because yeah, I think it's like the clone of what's her name?
Jaws homage.
I forgot her name. The
chick they made a copy of.
Yes,
Also, Hoshijiro.
Yes, I think like it's Ojishiro. Like just before, later we see it launching something out in like the couple of chapters after it.
Oh yeah, she shoots out of its mouth, which
She does. Out of that one in particular, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I think it's like Ojishiro, like the clone of our clone at least.
Yeah, so we see like the greater cluster ship just starts appearing by the satellite moon. You know how they use their placenta to, like, they almost like mimic gas clouds to hide themselves, and they reappear. And it just reappears over the satellite, totally smashes their facilities that they set up there. And then that thing shoots out of the water after killing those things, and it spits the hawk moth out. Which, Josh, I didn't realize the first read through either. I had to like pay attention, and like when I saw it like spew something out of its mouth, I like paid close attention and saw it. Dude, she's a beast. And the hawk moth has like a new form. This read through, do you guys notice that?
Yeah, she looks kind of bony. More bone. Well, she is literally bones. You got rid of like all the organs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Mars asking where Cake is. Yo, Cake had to deal with some stuff too. Last second. That's okay, because we got Holy in the house.
Yeah. You got lucky.
Yeah. And then it starts. So it basically goes from there. The colonists totally get effed, which, they were dummies for going out there anyway. And then, so we see Captain Kobayashi's like, all right, we're going to go fight these guys. And we see the bear, Lala. She's like, how is she getting away with this? Like, what is the council doing? And that's where we start to see she figures out, because Kobayashi just wasted the council last Master Edition. That was like the last scene.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
She was like weirded out by it.
Yeah. And then we have Tsumugi being healed. Her placenta is like reforming and healing itself. And this is where, we kind of see like Nagate start crushing a little bit on Tsumugi, maybe. He's like worried about her, caring about her. It does look super weird, especially because when Tsumugi's
like a Ghana at that point, right?
She what?
Like a Ghana. She's like a big dead Ghana.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of is. Her like form she interacts with them with is like strangely weird. It's like this long worm type thing with like almost like a vagina face. I don't really know how else to put it.
I think it tried to make it like that.
Yeah.
There's like even two little hands coming out.
Yeah. And then I
I
don't
didn't know
know.
vaginas had hands. That's so weird.
So Nagate has that dream where Hoshijiro, he's like sleeping with Hoshijiro. But then
Yeah.
when he wakes up, it's with Tsumugi. So I'm
Yeah.
unsure if Tsumugi had like something to do with that dream, or she unconsciously had something to do with it, because half of her is that Hoshijiro placenta, because that was her mama.
Yeah.
Probably.
Interesting.
You're saying that she like gave him the dream?
I'm not saying that's exactly what happened.
I mean, they're kind of telepathic, right? If you can make telepathic little brain bots, like what's that little thing called that he put in the guy's eye?
Oh, the Sidonian nematode.
Yeah, the nematode. So I mean, they're kind of I feel like they're kind of telepathic. So
Yeah, but there's no proof that the Sidonian nematode has any ties to Ghana.
well, not the nematode specific. Oh, never mind. I thought it was, but the Ghana in general are kind of
I think they're telepathic.
aren't they? They're organic and they can communicate like with each other from like far away. So I assume they can kind of put things in your brain.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, this is a brand new being, you know?
True.
So it could have happened. If she was responsible, I think she did it unconsciously. Otherwise, she would have acted differently. That's my personal opinion.
Maybe she did it consciously, because later we see her like replicating Oshijiro in like later in the story.
That's true, yeah. And she is aware of Hoshijiro at this point.
She knows how she looks.
Yeah.
So,
and anyway, so she's healing. And yeah, we have some like slice of life moments between Azana and Nagate. Obviously, you know, now it's like Team Azana versus Team Tsumugi. You know, what girl is going to win Nagate's heart at this point?
right there, it gets places.
Tentacle monster or real life girl? I don't know.
Or real life hermaphrodite still. Although late at the end, we'll talk about that at the end. Yeah, for now.
We got some like three chapters until we get like the 5 girls on one guy team.
Yeah, it totally turns into more of a harem, Josh. It's pretty ridiculous. And I don't even mind, because Nihei never does stuff like this. So it's kind of fun to see him do a little harem.
It was bored. He just wanted to do stuff.
Yeah. And then, so then, you know, he's trying to like get a new house because he gets kicked out of his room. And that's where he gets the place in the perimeter. Yeah. But first, so here's that new material that was like hinted at last Master Edition. I'm on the road and I don't even have all my Master Editions. So I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. But I remember that he talked about it. And it looks like Kunado is building a new hybrid with like an armor like skin that is that new material. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I read it like half an hour ago. So it is super ultra strong materials, or like some guy talking about we have been trying to break it for a month and it's like nothing.
Yeah, and it's almost like Holy, you're reading Blam right now, so you're familiar with this.
Mm-hmm.
Nihei uses a material that he refers to as like megastructure in a lot of his works. And it seems like his version of megastructure in this story is this new material. I think it gets a name later on, but right now it's just referred to as new material. And I think it's okay to say that there's proof that Kunado is using the material that the hybrid's core is made out of. Yeah, in one way or another.
If it uses it makes sense, because I'm not using like a Kabe.
Exactly, because he's like, we're making the ultimate life form. It has all the strengths of a Ghana core without the Kabi weakness, which...
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to have something to do with the core of the fucking hybrids because the he's using the cores of the hybrids to make the synthetic copy. You know, we don't really know how many of these hybrids he's shitting out, but it could. No,
I
there's
think
been at least two. It could be more than like two. Who knows?
they
Don't you
probably got
need
like a production line.
I felt like I was under the impression that the hybrid or the mother like thing died after you create the hybrid.
No, she's seen later on in this.
Is she?
Yeah, because remember, Kanato's like anything that's important needs a spare. So okay, so it happens. It happens later on. Remember during the final battle with the Hawk Moth,
Yeah.
and then she
Yeah.
forms in his guard, which I want to talk about in detail because that was fucking hot, sexy, sci-fi, crazy, weird shit. It was so cool.
Okay.
And then he's like, "No, let's take her. Anything that's important needs a spare." And then I think the next panel is like the original placenta Hoshijiro with the same umbilical cord, giant thing sticking out of her.
Okay. When I first read that scene in my head, I was thinking that he needed a replacement, not really an extra one. But I guess I just read it wrong.
I can't remember it.
Izana gets a new hand with like, it's like mechanical and it has like 10. It has like 5 fingers that can each split into 2, so she can have like 10 things.
She's like super cyborg at this point. Like she like can connect her mind to like the machines of the Sidonia and use and like have radar and stuff all over her mind.
Yeah,
She's like super evolved.
It's very cool. And like all of this stuff happens in the background. We know her grandma, Yuri Shinatos, is like a freaking genius. She probably convinced Izana to go through all this like surgery that like neurologically connected her new mechanical hand to her brain in some way so she can like hack into stuff. It's all pretty crazy. They don't explain any of it. It's very Nihei.
Probably use nanomachines. Like just inject her with nanomachines and they will do the work. You don't need like to go to surgery.
Maybe. Who knows?
Because she can become from boy to girl or girl to boy because she was because she is like a non-gen, how they call it, middle gender, right?
Talking about her mixed gender.
Yeah. It's probably something similar to it. They can do like to change her arm.
Yeah, there could be way more secrets about Izana that we don't know. It was already referred to like way earlier in the series that she's like special because she's like when she first meets Nagate, she's like, "So what makes you special that you got picked?" Because Izana didn't really prove herself, but she got picked to be a trainee. And you know, her grandma probably made her very specifically. There was probably genetic mutations and some other things done with her body that we have no idea about.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because like how many hermaphrodites are in the story? We know that they exist and that they're a thing because Izana's like, oh yeah, you don't know about the mixed gender term or whatever.
I think they have like a general play, like bathrooms for them too. I remember seeing a chapter for that.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as do you guys recall seeing another hermaphrodite? I don't.
No.
I don't know.
Wait, what is a hermaphrodite?
Hermaphrodites, like both male and female, or just neither.
If you're at a girl,
what's up, Holy?
Yohata, like the sub commander.
Yeah, she's a girl. Midorikawa.
Yeah.
Don't ruin what happens at like we're not talking about
right.
Yeah,
right.
No fucking way.
They will
no spoilers.
They will want to read it now, so it's good.
A little cool homage to Nihei himself. He puts the stag beetle in the manga. So in all of Nihei's little like comics on the side, he draws himself as a stag beetle. and he puts it in here where they find it. Tsumugi's like, "Oh, that's cute," just playing it with Nagate. And then it flies off. Cute little Easter egg. Oh yeah, and then she asked Nagate if she can sleep with him. She like snuggles up to him in bed
Oh,
with her. Oh, okay.
It's very
And
cute.
yeah, I mean, I bet she feels good. She might be slimy. I don't know.
I think she's more like a jellything, like a jellyfish.
Yeah, she definitely looks like she'd feel like a jellyfish.
Like only the good part.
And all right, so then a team needs to go scout. So basically, the setup is you have Star Lem, and then the seventh planet away from Star Lem they call Seven, and that's where the greater cluster ship is, and it's in rotation around what's that called, Josh? Orbit. It's in orbit around.
orbit.
Yeah, it's in orbit around Seven. Sidonia is heading towards Planet 9, and they're going to use the outer ring as kind of like a defensive shield for their operations. But they don't know what's going on the other side of 9 than the one they're facing. So they send the recon team out there to make sure it's clear for them to get closer. One of the pilots got sick or bitched out or something, and
No.
Azana's
She doesn't. She doesn't bitch. She's like became like
she
she
derelicted
dropped
duty.
out.
Yeah, she quit or said refused to follow orders.
Yeah, that's bitching out.
I guess, yeah. It was more formal than that.
No. I think she like did like how do you call it? Try to get away from it or something.
Do you think it was that one that was like giving Nagate crap for being a hero?
Yeah, definitely.
Probably.
I think
We
yeah,
don't
that
see
would
her
make
later.
sense.
We don't see her later, so must be.
So anyway, they go to check that out. Azana's rocking her new cyborg abilities, and the whole team gets. Oh, so we got a new little weapon. It's basically something that a 4-class beret can like latch onto, and it has like that Kabi spear tip.
Yeah.
It's like a rocket, like an
yeah,
armored rocket.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. And they go out. And they unfortunately get severely messed up because there's Ghana hiding.
As usual.
Yeah.
Everywhere and they're invisible.
We see some of Zana's new abilities because she's like almost like reading the terrain with her eyes closed, just using it's almost like she's hooked up to the visuals of her guard through her mechanical hand and like seeing things that way. And
I think it is like I think it's like she like connects her mind directly to the system or something like that. Because later she'd like use it like to use the radar and stuff.
yeah,
and, like,
she
save
does
them.
some crazy stuff later where I'm just like, good Lord, this woman's like half cyborg now.
She is. She doesn't have a leg in the arm and probably a couple of more like organs at this point.
Oh yeah, who knows what's in her body? She might even have stuff she isn't even aware of that her grandma's like, he. This is my plan all along.
Do you like to have a second dart?
Anyway, she makes some pretty baller moves. She kills those Ghana. Yeah, pretty baller because the Ghana take out 2 pretty quickly, and then that guy's the one that's left, the dude. He's going
cool
down.
Dude. He's pretty cool. No, he's pretty cool dude.
He is a pretty cool dude. He's
Nice
going
beard.
down, and then Azana like shoots the Ghana instead of running away, and then she actually takes him out. And I'm just like, hell yeah, Azana, good for you. And then she goes and rescues him, and she's gonna basically enter the atmosphere and go down to the ground. I guess her plan is to go to the surface, ditch their Higgs engines and their weapons because she knows that the Ghana are attracted to Higgs particles and Kabi, and basically try to like hide out and wait out for the rescue, which is probably the smartest thing she could have done.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That scene where the Ghana's about to eat the cool dude right before she shoots him is pretty wild. It's like opening its mouth, about to just like chomp down.
Uh,
All right. I noticed this last stream. I was just like talking a lot. So,
no.
Nah, I mean,
fine.
it's cool. Keep it up.
and then yeah. So while this is going on, Nagate and Tsumugi they're like freaking out because obviously they love Azana and they're like the A team, so they know they can go clean shit up. So they get to go out. Oh yeah, this is when we see the new Series 19 guard.
Oh, they're beautiful. I love them. I
You
like them. I think the most. Like the type of 18 was cool. 17 was cool. This one, it has like ribs, like beautiful ribs all over it, and it's like plated and it's all beautiful. Like I want one in my room. I think
Yeah, dude. I
love them. Very great.
There was something. It was either on the Knights of Sidonia subreddit or the Netsphere one where they're reproducing certain guard models that they haven't done in like a decade, like later this year. So and I've never been like a model or robot guy, but you know, if it's super cheap because they're just coming out again, I'll probably
I
get
don't
one.
think they're like super cheap. I can check in out there. Yeah, wait.
Okay. I mean, super cheap compared to now.
No, like compared
Because
to what we have, it's like cheap.
yeah. But I mean, now they're all out of stock. So if you were to
Like,
buy
what?
one now, you're paying
It's
way
out
over
of stock.
MSRP.
Out of stock.
Yeah.
6,000 yen. I saw one. $60. Okay, I think it's better.
Dude, that's way better. The only way to get them now, I've looked. You go on eBay, they're like 200, $300 because people know.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a seller's market when everything's out of stock like that. Dude, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Dude, there's some manga in my collection that I've been out of print or out of stock, and the people that are selling them and available, they just mark up the prices.
I hate it.
Because it's a seller's market. Yeah.
Scalping, just like they're doing with the PS5.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. The one they like having on sale is like the Type 17 I see here. Sumogori Kaitu. Like, I think it's like the later version in like one of the later chapters.
Hopefully they come out with more. I also only saw the Type 17. Send me that link, by the way. I don't know how you found it that quick, but I want to.
Because I just have like a site which is ultra cool.
Yeah, you could even put it. Post a comment. You guys have access to the comment section, right? Dude, just put that link in the comment section.
I can do it. How do I do it?
You should see a comment section to the.
I see it, but I can't like put links to it.
Just post a comment and copy and paste
the link.
Yeah,
I cut the copy, but where do I? I need to log in. Never mind.
All right.
I will send you the link. Don't worry.
All right. I also think the guard's pretty cool. I actually like the Type 17s more. Actually, my favorite one is still the guard where they went to. It was the battle that took place on the asteroid where the Ganas set up all their cores on one end and they were using it as like an engine. And Nagate had that giant dorsal fin that transformed into like a jetpack. And I thought that's been my favorite so far, but I do like these 19s.
That thing was absurdly huge.
Yeah, it was pretty huge. Well, sweet. Yeah. So, rocking the new 19 and Tsumugi. We get another beautiful picture spread. I'm going to put this up of Tsumugi. Anytime Tsumugi's in color, I'm just like,
it's beautiful.
I love. It's so beautiful. I love the way Nihei did it.
It's like so weird.
Yeah, it's kind of glary, but you guys get the thing. Go check it out anyway.
You have to read it.
You got to read it.
Listen to us. Go read
it. Dude,
we
have like 50 people that watched the last one. So if they watched episode 3, they're going to keep watching, I think.
Yeah, but they need to
It's
read
not
it.
bad.
Read it. Go read it. Read
They're
first,
probably
talk
reading.
later.
They're probably reading along.
I hope
Hopefully.
so. It gets
Anyway,
better.
it does get better. Yeah. This part coming up is so sick. So Sumugi and Nagate head towards Izana to save them. And dude, this pair just wreaks freaking havoc, man. Like they face like probably 50 or so Ganas on their way to rescue, and it's like they're not even trying that hard. You
Yeah,
got
they're holding hands through the whole thing. Like it's like a date.
yeah.
They're like
Oh,
dancing on the battlefield, like just
Yeah,
dancing.
dancing in Ghana blood.
hell yeah,
Do you have
dude.
blood?
Well, it's a term. It's just like a phrase. They
No,
don't have
like
blood.
uh, they kind of do, but like the bubbles.
Yeah, the foam state.
So they do have blood. Good enough.
Um, Something to note during this battle, the Series 19 guard is made with that new material we talked about previously, where it's lighter
Yeah,
and sturdier. And definitely, yeah, we already talked about it, but
yeah. He
that
dropped out of
comes
the
into
sky.
play.
It's like totally fine, and all the regular equipment breaks. You can
Yeah.
see like the giant crater he like leaves in the ground, and he's still awake.
Yeah, but like everything that was not made with that new material just gets destroyed.
Hmm.
His weapons, internal stuff.
I don't actually
Um,
know what happened there. Why'd he fall out of the sky? What shot him down?
I think if engines they got destroyed or something because he hit it with the ground or something, or the Ghana, like the Hawkmoth, like destroyed it.
The hawk
so
brought him down.
I think because later we see him like
They say a
crash into it.
collision at that speed.
Maybe the collision, like we see him like pushes the air around him, just like an arrow.
oh yeah, so they wreck shop. No, the Hawkmoth shoots up from the surface because they're flying, and then the shot comes up from the surface.
Okay, and what's he? Is he holding? Is he holding Sumugi's hand?
Yeah, that's right. When he like comes
Yeah.
to, oh shit, this is Sumugi's hand.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. She can regenerate it.
Yeah. And he's just like, Sumugi. And then we see two things land. We see the Hawkmoth like freaking out. And he's like, Sumugi, get out of the atmosphere. Sumugi's already like ready to rock though. She's like, she carries that like massive Higgs particle cannon that she just makes herself, which is incredibly badass. Um, oh yeah, she goes to like shoot the Hawkmoth, but the Hawkmoth is like, it almost like got an upgrade after it came back after being killed last time because it
Oh.
just forms that super hard placenta shell just like out of thin air to block all of her shots.
It
And
makes sense now. I get it. The reason she was like in the planet was to gather more mass, so she like could upgrade herself. Now that makes sense.
say that again.
She in the beginning was in the planet in the water, and she ate some of the colonists and stuff, and like she probably got more mass. If she gets more mass,
Oh,
she can upgrade. She like get more material and upgrade herself. So now it makes sense.
She ate more people, so now she's stronger.
or
Hmm.
different types of beings, like the ones that were in the ocean.
She probably
could've-
smarter
Or
too, because
even machinery. They like eat machinery and turn into it.
That's cool.
That
I mean,
makes
there could have
sense.
been some like new materials in the like new elements on that planet that she used and like in a way to make herself better. Dude, fucking holy, that's genius. I didn't even think of that. I didn't really have
No,
a
it makes sense now. Like
it does make sense
just
now, yeah.
like later, it's like so many little details like that. I love it.
Yes, I love it too, dude. Yeah, dang. That's really cool. Dude, who knows? It's almost like the powers of these Ghana are like endless as long as they're traveling across the
These are
universe.
biological masterpieces, and
Yeah.
humanity is like technological masterpiece. So it's a battle of technology and nature.
And then we get Sumugi and the Hawk Moth. facing off, and it's like, oh yeah, bad girls going at it. And I kind of wish we got to see more of that. We kind of just see them face off and then clash, and then it goes to the scene, which is actually super cool. We have Azana and the cool dude. I guess we're just referring to him as the cool dude. And
Yeah,
they come across that giant humanoid Ghana thing that looks
Oh
super
yeah,
scary. Yeah.
it's got its legs on backwards.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. And then cool dude prepares to blow himself up. Azana's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I don't want to be eaten. This is an insurance policy." um, it's
he's like
pretty.
Rambo. He's like Rambo. We can call him Rambo. Like I gotta explode myself and kill it with me.
Yeah. That thing is freaking creepy though. It actually ends up finding them, and then they're like running away, and it's like shooting its tongue tentacle things through like the gap. Oh yeah, and then Nagate comes
He
in to
comes
save the
around,
day. Yeah.
like it, like flies in, like they're beginning to fall, and like catch them with his like mechanical hand. Then they get into them, and like giant battle begins with him like against like a thousand gun or something. They're
Yeah.
all bug like. They're all bug like. So it's
He,
like ultra weird.
he tries to fly away. One of them like grabs hold of him with their placenta tentacles and like flings his ass to the ground. And he shoots that one that brought him down, and then he's just like surrounded and goes on a friggin' he becomes Rambo. That was a good way to put it, Holy. He like Rambo's out and just goes on an onslaught barrage, taking all these things out. Super bad, dude. Nagate's a badass.
He did it all his life. All his life, like he only trained for one thing and only, and he does it well. What we can say about it?
Yeah,
Like from zero, he got like his parent, like the best human soldier humanity has like ever had.
he's like a prodigy.
He's the war prodigy.
Yeah, he's
He was
also
he was
immortal.
made a prodigy.
He's right. He's an immortal
Immortal
war
at
machine.
birth.
Immortal war machine clone.
Dude, yeah, he's kind of like a Spartan from Halo because he heals super quick. He's immortal, heals super quick, which makes him incredibly sturdy.
Yeah,
Pretty
he was
cool.
created. I don't know if that counts as a prodigy, but
He probably got like genetically engineered to be even more strong than his like grandfather.
Oh my god, dude! When he runs out of ammo, there's only 3 Ghana left, and
And
he
he just
whips out
kills
his
them.
sword and kills them with the Kabi katana.
Like going for it. Just fuck it.
Yeah,
I will do it with bare hands.
dude. Yeah, I mean, he got to. He had no ammo left, and he just shings out his sword. It's actually pretty cool the way he draws the sword.
Just like
The sword
just 1
fight.
second before I come to him, like flash. Another one slash. Another one tack behind him.
Yeah,
Like a samurai. Like ultra space samurai.
and then okay, the next scene is
Oh,
it's
I love it.
actually
It's
frickin' the hawk moth. She's downed, and Sumugi's like walking towards her like effed up body. Sumugi's like, "I'd meant to blow away all of your placenta." She says she's sorry. What a caring little girl. I'll now lance your core with this. And then she like rips off the shell to the core of the hawk moth. Oh, this is
and
great.
there's
and
yeah,
with
and
the
there's
little
a
Shishiro,
person
like
inside.
and we see the
Yeah.
little Shishiro inside there, and she like trying to run away.
Yeah, she's trying to run away. We just see her like bare ass with tentacles coming out as her legs. And
As you do.
we see her weird ass eye like change. She is a disturbing creature.
Oh right. Never mind. Just remember that for later. It like became. It's like in like the end of the story, it became relevant again.
And then, dude, Hawkmoth coming back from the depths shoots something out of her core to absorb the Higgs particles that are stored up in Sumugi so she can recover her placenta. And it pretty much brings her back to normal.
after like
Yeah.
almost killing Samugi.
She sends like a spike straight through Samugi's head.
Yeah. And just we know the Ghana can absorb Higgs because that's what happened on that cottage cheese pyramid artifact.
Yeah.
That Ghana that was stuck in there, it turned into a beast after it absorbed the Higgs from Kobayashi's boyfriend at the time.
Hmm.
Which is pretty crazy. I mean, it makes sense. They formed their placenta using Higgs particles so they could like absorb it. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh yeah, Sumugi just gets fucked up after that. She like gets pinned to the side of a cliff. Oh my god! And then the hawk moth repeats her. She's like, "I'll now lance your core with this."
True. I think she says like, "I will lend your true form now," like she's just copying like Samugi.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then-
our boy comes in and just like smash her into the ground.
Yeah.
And like he kept going at it, like trying to kill her, and then she just like grabs him and began to get his shell of him and get her placenta into him. And she forms into Shijiro again, inside of naked as Shijiro, inside of like his guard.
Yeah, she enters the guard.
I know, yeah. She's like,
Like-
grabbing him, enters the guard. He uses his like chest weapon to blow a hole in her. So it's
I
kind of
think
just
it's
like,
mini katana, kabi katana or something, right?
but that's how he finishes her off. But at first, it's just we see this panel where it says chest left main cannon, and he clicks it, and then we see it's almost like a big Higgs particle beam shoots
Yeah.
out of his chest.
It's like Iron Man's chest beam. And then he
Yeah.
exposes the core with that.
Yeah, he exposes the core, but oh shit, the placenta Hoshijiro's already in. She's like,
already in the cabin.
yeah, in the cabin. She starts choking him out.
She's kissing him.
She's choking him out and kissing him at the same time.
Yeah,
And
she chokes him
sitting
out.
on her
As you do. Best way to die.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. Oh, because we see her. It's like a squeeze, in the bubble with her like placenta wrapped around his neck, and then she goes in for the kiss with those like placenta tentacle things coming out of her mouth, dude. In the back of my head, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck did she put in Nagate? Like, it reminds me of the aliens from Alien, where they like attach to your face and like they put the seed.
no.
face huggers. Literally face huggers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
she's
you
doing to him, dude. I still kind of think she left something in him, but who knows?
Maybe, who knows?
He doesn't seem to be resisting all that much when she's in there. He's like really just
Because
looking
he's
at her.
traumatized. It's like Ochijiro, no.
I don't know.
not
I
again.
don't know if it's trauma, but he's definitely distracted. He's not trying to kill her.
Think it like seeing your dead girlfriend in like being used by evil men. And
Yo,
it's like doing-
what's up, Miles? Holy, do you recognize this by Miles, where he's from? I have so many fans that are just not in America. I like never know what language they're speaking.
That's
That's
isn't that like
Russian.
Cyrillic?
Russian.
That's Russian, isn't it?
or Ukrainian or something like that. Maybe
Oh.
probably Russian.
Oh, either way, what's up, Miles? Welcome to the stream. We're at the best part where Hoshijiro is Placenta Hoshijiro is just making out with Nagate and choking him out in the guard. What a beautiful scene, dude.
Best in the entire like chapter.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very iconic for me. He definitely doesn't seem to be resisting too much. I mean, I'd be traumatized too. The first woman you ever fell in love with, like, I mean, Hoshijiro is obviously hot, placenta or not, and like
No,
she's
no,
in
she
your
is
cabin,
hot.
like, yeah. Oh, of course, Azana breaks him up by like hacking into the guard. Yeah, and having the external. She just cuts off the entrance ways. And then we see, oh yeah, Hoshijiro comes away from kissing Nagate. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna put this one up. This she like pulls away from him after her placenta gets cut off. after
yeah.
Azana does her thing. I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
And
Are
we
you
feel
talking
like
about the scene of her just laying on him?
I mean, that's hot too. I'm talking about it's this one where she pulls away from him after the kiss, and there's
That's
like
so
still like
dirty.
placenta and Jiro or whatever.
I don't know how this became like a major Japanese fetish, the whole tentacle thing. So, well, I do know the history behind it. Some weird painting some guy made a long time ago, but no shame, I guess.
homage, I guess.
This kind of stuff slightly grosses me out. Like, I can't do like weird, like slightly squeamish things. You know the movie Nightmare
Mars
Before
thinks
Christmas.
it's hot.
You know the movie Nightmare Before Christmas? Like, I can't watch that movie because the animation grosses me out. I think it looks kind of.
I've actually never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh.
I know I need to. I'm gonna put the naked
I get a lot of hate
Hoshijiro
when I got a lot of hate back in the day when I told people I'd never seen it. They were like, "Oh, you gotta," and definitely a lot when I said I didn't like it.
This is like Nihei sci-fi hotness at its greatest.
Yes, you don't see nothing except tentacles all over it, but you're still getting it.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad we talked about that a while because it's pretty cool.
No, it's like the main part of the show.
Yeah, for real. Anyway, so the placenta gets chopped off after Azana hacks in.
But she's still alive, kind of, right?
Yeah, because we know previously that if placenta is chopped off before you destroy the core, it doesn't die. That's how we got all the previous placenta specimens. But the Hoshijiro does know because she's like, after she pulls away from kissing him, she's like, no. And then at that point, it's almost like Nagate comes to his senses and he, strikes the core with a little Kabi dagger on his hand.
Well, he was finally able to reach out and hit the button. He was trying to control the guard. She was holding it. She was holding his hand down. So when they cut it, he was able to push his hand out.
Move.
Move
and he did it.
You're right. He was probably constricting his whole body.
Yeah, I had him in a chokehold.
Damn. What if like the kiss was a part of subconscious past Hoshijiro-ness?
It makes sense.
What it has nothing to do with the Gon? I don't know.
No. Like if it's like one of like the what is the mind control bug that Konata is using? Like
the nematode.
Yes, maybe it's like a proton nematode.
I don't know.
They put a nematode in him.
She tried.
It could be. I mean, technically, the
because
nematode.
I researched them, so maybe that's what.
Well, it was also maybe just trying to digest them, like it does regular people. It goes in and then digests you.
It definitely didn't seem like that.
Yeah, or it could be some obsession with like entering. Like she enters the guard and then she enters the pilot. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's like memory. We'll later see something like it.
Yeah. I kind of personally think it was like a homage to the original Hoshijiro's feelings. But I could be wrong. She was strangling the shit out of him too.
It makes sense if we like think about later chapters. Spoilers, I guess.
And then after that, it's pretty much, he kills the Hawk Moth and they go back to
not
to Sidonia.
Before like they're talking about you can't get him out of it, like you want him to move, you fly back home like this.
Oh yeah, they're like, no, we got to bring him back like that. We need that sample. We can't discharge anything out of the guard. It's too dangerous.
And later, the pilot, the POV pilot, make a COVID comment about it.
A COVID comment?
No, you like there's a pilot which get always smacked by Samari.
Oh yeah, he's like, can Tanakaze hold back and not penetrate that placenta himself? That's what I'm worried about. What do you think, Samari?
She just walks.
Yeah, because Samari has a crush on Nagate too.
Yeah, it's like 4 girls, 4 different girls already.
But it's actually Kunato that convinces the rest of the crew, like that particular specimen. Let's bring it back. He wants another.
Secretly, that Ochi guy.
Yeah, right? Ochi is controlling Kunato still. Yeah, absolutely. because he wants another mom for his hybrids. You know?
Mm. Increase the production line. If you
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that the Ochi guy is actually all that evil anymore, right? Like,
he isn't truly evil. He's like neutral.
He's just a
seems like
mad
he's-
fucking scientist, dude.
he just
He's a
wants to do with
stereotype.
science. Just let the man be.
No, don't let the man be.
Or don't, because it got everyone killed last time. But
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, for now, he's good. We'll see what
No,
happens
like
in the
for this
future.
part of the story, it's like he doesn't like. He has like his his own moral code, and he's like still kind of good. He killed like 2 people already, 3.
Well, he killed all of Kunito's family. He fucking wiped him out after the nematode took over Kunito for the first time. Because they go to see the doc
Oh, right.
in the research center, and she's like, "Oh, I heard about your family." Kunito's just like, "Yeah, thanks. I killed them."
Like so, like also another minor detail that if you don't see it, like Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
I love
Wait,
it.
what?
Like it's like I forgot about it.
Oh,
About
yeah.
that part. And then I remember like it was in with his character face or something, and it looked like and his like sister looked over like some blood over it.
And then they get back, and then this is where Kunito is like, what's precious requires a spare. And then that next panel is the frickin' I think this is the OG Placenta Hoshijiro with the I can't see what's going on. That
Is it?
one.
Oh.
She got the frickin' umbilical cord coming out of her. That's like right after he says we need a spare for what's important. So he could be making hybrids down there.
We don't want to know.
Yeah, he could just be like shooting loads at it on a daily basis. Who knows? Very.
They got the space. They got
Huh?
the space. Like they have like a giant like space for it. Like so, why not?
Yeah, why not? And then, oh yeah, Sumugi pretends to be Hoshijiro.
Oh, yeah.
Nagate gets pissed off.
And she likes her like the ghost picture of her.
Yeah. And then on one of the side panels, we get a cool homage to Blam, where it's like Azana is actually
killing.
No, not Killy. I mean, it could be Killy, but I'm pretty sure it's Sonicon. Yeah, when Sonicon has her like administration form, and she like goes to rescue. She goes and finds Sibo. You're not at it yet.
No, I don't get it.
Sonicon gets like reborn as like a different, not a different entity, but like different makeup. You'll find out. Yeah, you'll get it. And then Azana finally turns into a chick. Finally, she's grown. She grows boobs and a butt, and
the suit malefaction that you do.
Yeah, and she's all nervous and like embarrassed and stuff when obviously she has a crush on Nagate. And we kind of
they did it differently.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we kind of learn more about how the half genders work, because there's some details where it's like, who you want your partner to be kind of like biologically decides for you what sex you turn into. So we get some clues with that. It's kind of cool. Excuse me. Oh, and then what's super sick, they're watching a movie. You guys remember that scene? It's yeah, Midorikawa, Izana, Nagate, and Tsumugi are all watching a movie. The movie they're watching are panels from Biomega.
Really?
Absolutely. You'll know when you read Biomega. But yeah, it's like it happens in I think this takes place during volume 5 of it, where they're on the Recreator, the new recreated Earth. Biomega is a crazy shit show of just like craziness. I'm actually
I want to read it. Like, so it looks so weird. Like, it just gets weirder with every like manga.
Oh yeah, it is his most. I think it's his weirdest and most convoluted manga. But actually, by the end of today, I'm releasing a video that's going to be Biomega Explained, Part 1. Yeah. I just have to like edit it after this. I'm pretty excited about it. So it'll help people enjoy the story a lot more if they were confused because it clears up some things and kind of puts them in chronological order. Because all the events in Biomega, he just like spreads them out. There's like
Oh
a ton of
no.
different panels where it's like 700 years ago, 500 years ago, 200 years from then, in the year 2272. Like it's all over the fucking place.
Oh, you know.
I think that's pretty much where do we end off in this Master Edition?
We end off with the fight against like the naval ship, right? Like cluster ship.
Well, so the greater cluster ship shoots out just a giant mass with a giant mass Ghana, but it only has one core,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
it's
trying.
impenetrable.
Yeah, it's just got so much heavy duty placenta they can't get through.
And they like open like rail gun to try to shoot it.
Yeah, they have to wait till it gets close enough because all their efforts fail. The guards fail. One of the cannons from Sidonia fails, and they basically have to use their giant heavy mass cannon when it gets close enough.
That's like the anti-planet missile thing, right?
No,
Yeah,
Or is
it's
that different?
is it?
It says the heavy mass
Railgun.
cannon.
Oh,
The heavy
okay.
mass cannon, I think it might be the anti-planet thing. It's like the same thing. Or at least
Probably.
comes out of the same barrel of the ship.
No, it makes sense because they'll probably like move along the entire like shaft of the colony.
Yeah. It could just be a different round than what they use for the anti-planet.
They say
Like-
to it they have to prepare it, so probably like something massive with like infinite material in it.
Yeah. It gets close enough. This is where Sidonia gets pretty close to being wiped out.
One of the times.
Yeah. Oh, so also something that happened, they're like taking resources from the ring around Star 9 and like creating, more defensive shields around
And
Sidonia.
Sidonia is like changing a bit, and it looks like even more cool.
It actually, yeah,
With,
it starts
like,
looking
4.
pretty cool. Yeah.
There's like 4 like panels on the side of it, on the front, and like ultra cool. And they're like materials for, I think, for storage or something like it.
And
I
then
love
who gets the kill shot?
Oh,
The guy that wants to photosynthesize with Samari. He's like, Samari, if I land a hit, will you photosynthesize with me? And she's just like worried about him, Suruchi. He ends up getting it. Good for him. We'll see if Samari actually photosynthesizes with him or not. But yeah, dude, the foam state of that massive Ghana just like encompasses Sidonia afterwards.
Yeah, and then Sidonia falls out of the sky.
Yeah, they have to. Well, they are falling, and I mean they make some shifts that I think
okay.
correct.
Mike just died. What did you say?
They make some shifts that correct the issue by like switching the gravity that's in there, and then that's how like Midorikawa gets injured at the end because she helps one of the crew members, use her locking device.
No.
So that
Zana gets injured, no? She
Oh yeah,
smashes into
Azana.
Zana.
Yeah, Azana ends up being there to save Midorikawa from getting seriously injured. Because Azana's probably like, maybe she knows at this point that she's pretty sturdy as well,
She has like a giant metal arm.
Yeah,
and
she's part
legs,
robot.
so
Yeah. And then we
they
just
probably
see,
changed like her spine or something at that point. She needed, they say.
yeah, who knows? She's definitely,
and then it ends there.
yeah, it ends there with
her
Azana just
injury.
kind of like bloody and we're worried about her.
What a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah. It was this is probably the shortest Master Edition.
It's like the simplest. Like half of it is like just random battle. Not random, but like simple battle is like right. It isn't like one of the most important battles that if you fail you die. It is simple battle.
Yeah. You talking about the one at the end?
Yeah, like
With the giant Ghana? Yeah, it was pretty simple. Well, even the cruise, like, it's incredibly simple but incredibly effective. Just this giant mass placenta we can't like get through to the core.
Just like they're just using like the most simple strategies now, like changing
Yeah,
it every battle.
they
Yeah.
comment on the fact that like it's learning the fact that the ship is big and clumsy and doesn't it's not very agile. So if you
Hmm.
just shoot something big at it, can't get out of the way.
Like every time they do it, like probably Sidonia like loses like 1,000 people or something. Like in the thousands, we see like giant bridge section like collapses. We see,
Yeah, are you talking about how whenever they have to make sudden shifts in
yeah,
gravity or
hmm
propulsion? Yeah.
we see like a giant like thousand of people just die.
Yeah, like there's just two panels of hundreds of people falling to their deaths and then it just moves on. You're just like, what the fuck?
I get that happened, and like they keep it up. Like
Yeah.
I think probably in every edition, there are like randomly thousands of people just die because reasons.
Yeah. We got to have the innocent bystander death, you know?
You are not
check
important,
that
but we'll
check that
still.
off.
Uh, I like it. I think it's like one of the better ones. Like the
Better parts
volume.
of the story.
Yeah. It has like stuff like get you off.
stuff that gets you off.
I don't know if that's
Holy,
what he meant to say.
the holy words being turned on by sci-fi sexy babes.
You know, it happens.
It is. I used that whole scene in my Tsutomu Nihei. Like I did a
The
video.
clip,
Oh,
the
yeah,
music clip.
yeah, the one where it's just like sexy horror panels that he's done. I used that whole scene. It's beautiful.
Uh, if you only did it, if you did it in color,
Oh
boom.
my god, that would have been sick.
Uh,
Who knows, dude? Nihei needs to put out another art book about his
oh,
past works. Like the last one he
like
put out was like early 2000s, and at that point he had only done Blam and
maybe we'll
Noise
do
and
after,
some one
after like
shots.
optimize after we finish that.
Oh,
Like
after he
maybe do
finishes
it.
the possums, I
Yeah.
hope so, man. I don't think he ever will. I hope he does.
Maybe if like he feels heavy, like I want to take a break, just was random stuff.
Yeah. Or he always tries to be super mysterious with like the secrets behind his stories. Like he even says in his interviews, because obviously I went some digging around in his interviews.
Mm,
Mars hooked me up with a link of like everything he could find online over the years. And obviously people will ask him like, "Oh, what happened here? Why are you doing this? Or what does this mean?" And he's
that
like,
doesn't answer.
yeah. He's like, I think what makes a good, he's like, I think you need a good deal of mystery in science fiction to like make the story good. So like people use their imagination to put the clues together. Cause he does not let up, man. He does
Mm,
not give the biggest thing he's done is give us all those notes on Blam in his art
wow,
book.
it are like thousand, like so many pages of like information. So I think it probably thinks it's a mistake now. No, I gave them too much. They will know stuff now.
Yeah, he's like after he did that, he's like, "Oh, I told him too much about Blam. I'm not giving up anything about my future stories."
Maybe that's one of the reasons he doesn't like blame anymore.
Blam is definitely great. We'll definitely do it.
I will
A read
finish.
a read
I will
through.
finish that like in like probably maybe I'll finish all his works like until the end of the summer.
We'll definitely do read throughs of all his works. Um, yeah. I don't know why I started off with Knights of Sidonia.
No,
Uh,
it's like easy one.
I think it's a good introduction into Nihei. Yeah, definitely, because it's his most easy to
Mainstream.
understand. Definitely mainstream ish. Yeah, like the artwork is the most simple.
There are like cool. There are like some parts which are like insane in it, but they're spaced off. Like not like Blam, which is like wee.
Yeah,
Like
I'll give you that. Like there are some beautiful, detailed artwork and panels within Knights of Sidonia, but it's not every page. In Blam and Biomega, it's like every page is so incredibly detailed. especially Blam, dude. And in the middle to later parts of Blam too. Because Blam starts off with art. I think the artwork's like really good, but
No,
right
it gets
around
better.
it
It
gets
gets
better,
better
dude.
soon.
Oh my god. After volume 2, it just like transforms into this crazy detailed beast where it's insane. It's beautiful. I love it.
Like I just like if I remember like seeing like the giant bridges, doors, and everything is so big, and you feel like, damn, the scale, just scale all the way.
Yeah.
You
He's really
definitely
good at
like
that.
you definitely see it like that he thinks about it. Like
He went to
see
school to
the
be an
details.
architect.
Yeah, I know. We heard about it. You see it in like every detail.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Well, that was pretty good. We actually talked about that longer than I thought, even though it was shorter.
Mm.
Um,
We like
would you,
thought about all the details. So
we did. I pretty much went through the whole thing. I think I don't think that's a bad way to do it. Like I like the free for all kind of shoot the shit about it, but I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
I'm all about it.
Yeah. Are
Talking
you
about like
digging?
towards the end, once we're done
I dig
talking
it.
about everything.
So, Josh, does this make you want to read more manga, or is this kind of like just like a fun thing for you, or you're like kind of getting used to it, or what?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd read more. I will admit, like I probably wouldn't read it like on my own, but like when I do start reading this, I don't stop until I get like I do stay genuinely engaged until I get to the end of the chapter, and I'm like, all right, cool. I did peek a little bit ahead because I was like, what happened to Izana?
Yeah.
I
So I
That's
also
was
good
like
though.
curious.
when I did the reread, I just like I have to read more. I like want to see what happened to Idana. Again,
Yeah, it left me on a cliffhanger. I was pretty butthurt. Can't do me like
Yeah.
that.
he knows
That's
he wants
probably
you
why
to
they
buy
ended
more.
it there. When they do the master editions like these that don't necessarily cover a certain like volume or whatever, they probably try to find good points where it's like cliffhangery to like
They
break it
probably
off.
could have ended it like in the end of the battle for Lamb,
Yeah, I mean they could have done it or after
but
that.
they wanted to like do I think like one or two more chapters, so they just put in like the cluster ship because it also worked. So
Which they should, dude. Honestly, I rather. Oh, it's too late now. There's 15 volumes originally of Knights Sidonia.
they're
I
like
would have,
sold out,
yeah,
right?
I would have rather had 5 3-volume deluxe editions, sort of like what Dark Horse is doing with
Mm.
Berserk and Hellsing and Blade of the Immortal, where it's like a nice big ass hardcover with 3 volumes in it. I would
Good
have
click.
rather had that than like what they did with this. Also, the fact that they split Blam up into 6 master editions is a little ridiculous. It's only 10 volumes. Like you're going to give us less than 2 volumes of master edition. Totally just a way to make money. And if they
Probably
yeah, I wish they would have done it a little differently because the
like
spines,
four probably was good, right?
huh?
Four volumes, like each one is a quarter of the story. Tack, 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 tack.
That would have been yeah, or at the very least
Nice on the
or at
wallet.
most 5. At most 5 and you put 2 volumes in each of them, you know? But 6, you're going to spread 10 volumes over 6 master editions?
They had like
A little
stuff.
much.
They did that stuff like into there or nothing.
You mean is there extra?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing extra
God damn it.
in the plan. Yeah. Pretty
Capitalism. Ugh.
there is something in the last master edition of Knights Sidonia. It's like a prequel. It's like a battle
Oh,
that takes place back when what's that dude's name? Nagate's grandpa, that's actually just like his clone, baby,
mm,
daddy thingy.
yeah.
Baby
It's a
dad.
battle
Wait.
with him in it. Yeah.
It's like a battle with like the old type 15, I think. I think I read it. I can't remember where.
I don't even have it on me. I need to. Oh, by the way, guys, I quit my job.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why is that?
My last day was yesterday, dude. I'm so excited.
good for you, I guess.
I know. I'm done to be done with this hotel life. Pretty
Oh, because you're
excited.
starting school soon, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to University of Central Florida, and
Yeah,
Nice.
Florida.
classes start in August.
We can do our homework together.
Maybe. I'll talk about that more as it comes along.
Go for
But
it.
back to manga. So for you Gantz fans out there, Omnibus number 6 came out this week. I totally got it. I love this
Oh,
story.
heavy. God damn.
Dude, well, yeah, they're putting 3 volumes in each of these. But the last one, Omnibus 5, came out like 2 years ago. Like Dark Horse is so fucking lazy with some of their releases. Like really
They're
upsets me.
really
It almost
overworking
makes me
themselves.
worried they're not going to do the whole Gantz.
No, they already got the license.
They better do it. They're taking their sweet ass time. I did look up though, Omnibus 7, which covers 19 to 20 volumes 19 to 21, supposed to come out in September. So hopefully it does. Because I fucking love Gantz. I would totally do a read through of Gantz once they're all out. Josh, you would like it too. It's very like talk about crazy sci-fi, bloody nudity.
I saw it. Like, there's a Gantz movie on Netflix.
The Against movie?
Yeah, there's like there's some live action and animated Gantz movies. They're all
Like,
great.
I don't get why people like Against more than Nihei Walks, but okay.
Oh, I mean, they're just different.
No,
Totally
but
different
like it's more popular,
style,
I
sense
think.
of
No,
humor.
it's more popular. Like,
What I've noticed about Gantz is you either love it or you hate it. There's no one's like in between on Gantz. No one's like, yeah, Gantz is okay. It's
no,
either
it's super political, so it's you probably got to love or hate it.
yeah, people are either like, that is the most offensive, pretentious piece of shit I have ever seen. Or they're like, yo, Gantz is fucking awesome. Like it's just so much fun. Like I don't see any in between with Gantz, and I love it.
It shows that it's good as work. Like, it's better. If somebody like can say definitively that like it or hate it, it's probably better than just I liked it opinion.
Have you
Like,
read it?
No, like I know what is going on there. Like maybe one day,
I would read.
but I know like the basic. I know the basic. Like people getting like vacuumed into like different reality, fighting stuff.
Yeah, dude, it
And
is
weird stuff.
it's such a quick read. It's 37 volumes, but I think I read it in like 3 days on scans online the first time I read it. Because
No, it's so short, really? Okay.
it's 37 volumes is pretty long, but it's just a quick read because you're just constantly there's so many scenes where it's just all action and no words, and it's like you're literally on the edge of your seat, like holy shit, what's gonna happen next? I'm just like streaming down reading it, like oh my god, like ingesting just nonsensical fun. It's great. Hiroya Oku. I think it's his best work. I did like Inuyashiki, but definitely not as much as Gantz. And I haven't read Gigant, which he's currently doing now.
The one more thing I think we should talk about. Like this part was like, I think third of it was like you like slice of life stuff, right? Like I think it was like the most slice of life in like editions. Right.
The Sidonia edition?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was the most slice of life.
A lot of slice of life. The first half of the Master Edition there's a lot of slice of life.
And it kept going even after like the battle a bit.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
No, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it gives you rest.
Nihei has no slice of life in any of his works besides
Only
Knights
this one.
Sidonia.
Only this one got it.
And all the other stuff, it's like the story just moves so quick. There's like no room.
The story is like you see like giant stuff happening, or battle.
Yeah, there's no room for slice of life or slowing down.
3 seconds, maybe 3 seconds in Blaming Things was like in the beginning, just walking around a bit like with the place, a bit walking there, battle, machines.
So Holy, what have you been reading recently?
Um, Actually, I've been reading like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, which is
What?
like Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor.
Hmm.
He has
Is
like
this
a book.
is
He
this
has a
not
book.
manga?
No, it's like a book, real
Okay,
book.
cool. Yeah.
I think it's like free everywhere. You
Hmm.
can like download it on the phone. A
What's it
really cool
about?
book. Um, Philosophy stuff, but nice, like a diary.
Dude, Mars, how long you been chilling there?
A minute or something.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're 5 minutes away from an hour 20. You joined now? I can't believe
Now
you.
it's a good time to join
Yeah.
in. Huh?
What a
Busy,
After we
man.
stop talking about like AI.
What a
But
slap in
like,
the
fuck it,
face.
why not?
What a slap in the face
Yeah.
to this
Well,
to
I
the
haven't read the
Inseinen
rest of the
Studios
chapters,
podcast.
so.
Quality work.
Well, okay, since we only got a few minutes left, Mars, why don't you just talk? What's going on? Do you freeze your neck or something?
Yeah, like Monday, I was like in a big draft or something somewhere, and then just the next morning, my neck doesn't want to turn properly. So I've been like this for like a week since now. So I'm like going Monday to a doctor to see what's really wrong or how to get it up and running again, like before. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like going nowhere, etc., etc. Kind of bored, but also yeah, not really wanting to do anything at the same time. So yeah, kind of sucks to
Ouch.
be honest. And no sleep, obviously.
Oh, you know.
That does suck.
Mhm.
You should really get high and go to sleep.
Get high. I mean, possible
you're
here, yeah.
you're in
But-
Amsterdam. Just go eat a brownie and you'll pass out.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking-
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like three
I
brownies
know, I
in
know,
one
I know,
shot.
I
There,
know.
you drop on the floor, wake up,
Boom.
do it
Do
all
they
over
even do
again.
brownies in Amsterdam, or is that like a strictly American thing? Do they have like different treats over there that y'all have to
No,
pay for?
we have like candy and ice. We have for like wheat and other stuff, but that's just for the tourists. Really, nobody really uses it. And you have obviously space cake, but that's way older, so I don't think many people eat it anymore.
Still good.
Mm. Most
It's like
tourists just come
shawarma,
for
but
wheat and that's it.
still.
Mhm. So, how
Pretty
are you
good.
liking the series now?
Me?
Yeah, both of you or one or the other?
I dig it. It's starting to grow on me. Like I'm feeling more attached to it. I would
I like
probably
it
be willing
before.
to read the rest of it,
Mm.
even on my own. I mean, I'm going to read it anyways for the series.
Well, yeah, I had to finish it anyway, so why not start?
Yeah, I like. I began. I like. I think I like it more now after I like reread it a bit.
Yeah, still not my favorite, but hey, I'm like
No, I like it.
big.
Like if there Bob Blair will probably drop it down a bit after I read like Blame or something or
Yeah.
by Omega
Mm.
or Ibera,
Is
Ibarra.
Mars a
Oh,
bit too?
Abara, yeah, it's Abara short. It's like 2 volumes, and more is older stuff. So that's well
We'll definitely
fits
do
in
a
now.
bar.
Really.
So Mars, did I hear you say you're enjoying it more, little by little?
Just the girls, just the jokes and other shit. That's more enjoyable now, really, really
Uh,
than just the first 2 volumes. So yeah,
it's
and some of the panels,
It
obviously,
will get
because I know
better.
more.
Don't worry, it get better.
Hmm?
I
It get
mean,
better.
I think
Like
it's pretty. I think it's pretty on stays at the same level of goodness for me after volume two. I think the first volume, there's some setup. Nihei was probably like, okay, I need to start ramping things up. I did some normal things to get people to understand that I'm trying to do something more mainstream. And then he like took it his like Nihei self
Mm,
and like in the volume two on stays pretty consistent for me.
yeah. Oh, and by the way, uh, Sidonia is not the only one that is just slice of life. Gekuan has also some slice of life chapters in it. So, and it was
Yeah, but
before
that's not
Sidonia.
canon.
Mhm.
Well, some chapters are canon though that happen after Blame. So,
Yeah,
but
but
those are more joke stuff. But he did it before though.
Blam Academy is not canon. It's a total what if scenario.
It's
Some
so cool.
chapters, yeah, but there
I
are
began to
chapters
read at
like
some
in
point.
like Blame 2 or Corridor. They're more like,
Yeah, those
well, what
are.
happened after Blame?
Yeah. Okay, you're right. There is. I guess Nihei did do some slice of life spin-offs of Blam
That's
and
what I mean.
Gakuan.
Yeah.
Those are, yeah. There's some nudity in those too. They're pretty beautiful. I guess I
If
can
you
show
do,
it.
if you do,
I think
It's all
for
the way
some
over there.
reason he also has an huge girl fetish. Like all the girls in his works are huge or something wrong with it. Like in a Posmith, there's like a huge clone, and the bodyguards for like the king
Yeah.
there also huge. Sanakan, Chibo, the list goes on really.
Well, I was
Even his
telling
sister.
him in the
Mhm.
beginning of the stream in his interviews, Nihei says he kind of has this thing for the idea of falling in love with something that's not human. That's why he does it in a lot of his work. We have
That's
the
true.
main
That's true.
character.
That's true.
Well, Mars, yeah. Talk about what you liked about everything. Obviously, besides the placenta Hoshijiro part, which is obviously fantastic.
I mean, some of like the fights are like fun, obviously. Some of them, some are like a bit too short or a bit like, why do they do that? But and the fights are fun. I think it's just fun. It's just not his best work, obviously, in my opinion. But hey, I still enjoy it and probably catch up to next week if I'm in better shape to do all that stuff. Because like an hour of this, I wouldn't really handle. So I would just go out and in and out for like an hour long. So that's kind of pointless. So, yeah.
All right. I actually don't have I don't know the upcoming chapters. It's probably 10, the next 10 chapters, probably like 45 to 50. I would try to look it up online, but I don't get good numbers. And I won't have my Master Edition 5 till I go drive to where all my stuff is in a couple of days.
Mhm.
But, all right. We're about out of our time. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Yeah. So next week we'll do Master Edition 5. Like I said, probably covers chapters at least 45 to 55. I would expect it to be longer than this one because this one was a little bit shorter. So prepare yourselves. Hope you're having fun reading along and the stuff. Oh yeah, Mars, we're Insane. This is Inseinen Studios now instead of just Inseinen, to include more a name that's better for like more of the podcast thing going forward.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, then we can do more stuff than just make endless channels about for every dumb series we have or something like that.
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, all right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Make smart decisions. If you're going to do bad things, don't do too many too bad things. You got to,
Don't do drugs,
balance it
kids.
out.
Smash the like button.
Yeah. If you do drugs, don't do too many. That's when you get in trouble. All right. Peace out. See you guys later.
Bye.
Stay tall, heavy, tough.